from How to Do Fashion. I want to take you through my Friday, because my Friday at How to Do Fashion is a bit different than the other days. Because Friday is the day that I am alone at the office. It's also the day where I do some of the stuff that I prefer to do when I'm alone. And today I'm going to have a brand reading by a brand expert called Menu, and I'm very excited about that. And then I am going to make a skirt. I think I'm going to make a skirt. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be a skirt, or maybe I am going to start developing a new pattern. But it's in the middle of June, end of June now, and it's almost holiday. I have two weeks left with teaching, and then I'm off on holiday with my family. I'm actually going to have 2 weeks alone with my husband, because my daughter is always on a scout camp for 2 weeks in her first 2 weeks of her summer holiday. I think that's always nice for me and Christian to have some time alone, just him and me, and we can do some extra work or see friends or just eat late and be like we were when we was in our early 20s, with a slightly change that we are a bit more tired here in our early 40s. Yeah, but today I am going to do some exciting things. I'm very excited about this brand reading. I am not what you would call a classic business owner. I don't do numbers well. Of course I do numbers, because that's a very big part of having your own company, because the numbers have to add up in the end, and you have to have money enough to pay yourself and your employees, and have money enough to develop and things like that. And I think it is tough, especially when you do something that is a bit more niche as I do. But I wouldn't change it for anything. For me, a 9 to 5 job is not an option. I have tried it for shorter periods, but it doesn't work for me. Anyway, I'm looking so much forward to this more spiritual reading of my company. But I have added some leopard because I'm in that mood today. Yeah, I want to take along. I want to take you along on my typical Friday. I live very close to my job, How to Do Fashion. I live in the outskirts of Copenhagen. This is my old house. It's from 1917, I think. And she's a very old lady who needs a lot of care and attention. But to live so close to your job is, I think, a very big privilege. Because I don't use more than 2 or 3 minutes walk to get to How to Do Fashion. And if I forget something, as I did today, I forgot my keys, it's not a big deal. I've been in this office for 3 years now. I had another office before that, and then I've been worked from home, and I have had an office in the center of Copenhagen as well. But this just works so well. The How to Do Fashion is in this old house. It's an old pharmacy, and here we have my sign. Sewing and craftsmanship and design. and now I am almost here. So that was how long time it took me to walk to my office. I always start by the computer. I actually spend, I think, 70 or 80% of all my time by this lovely little machine. I have a plan that I would like to spend more time in front of the sewing machine, but for now it's a lot of computer work, but that's okay. I don't mind. So now I'm going to check my emails, upload some videos, do a bit of cleaning, and I have 30 minutes until my brand reading. So I just finished the brand reading, and I'm just putting a pin here because I think I'm a bit too concerned that my boobs will end somewhere else. Yes, but I had this brand reading, and it was I think it was very nice. We talked about some different things, what I should do regarding my social media, but also I think what approach I should take personally. And when you have your own company, you can choose to act in different ways. I don't like to be the person that is only behind the scene. I like to be in front. I like to be visible. Because I think that I started how to do fashion on a dream of making this world of sewing and crafting, and a way that I can show how I think that the thing that we put on our body is such a big part of how we feel as a person. You know, there is this word saying, you are what you eat, and I also think that you are what you wear. I think that clothing can, in so many ways, affect our mood, the way that we approach the world. And as I said earlier, I took this leopard print on because I want to set the scene, and that is what I think clothing can do. And I think it's important that we talk about this, that we acknowledge that clothing is a very big part of who we are. It's not just a girly thing. Clothing is not just for dressing up. It's also for set the mood, make you feel better. And I think that to take a piece of clothing on, a dress on that just is the perfect fit, that just follow the curves of your body, embracing your body, and I think it can change the way that you see yourself. I've been doing this fashion thing for over 2 decades. I started in the fashion industry when I was 17. But for the last 10 years, I have done this teaching in fitting and sewing and how to do fashion, but also in design schools. And I have worked for different fashion companies. And if I should sum it up to just one thing, and if I could teach just one thing, it would be the great fit. Because I think you can have the most amazing dress, I think you can have the most cool pair of pants, but if it doesn't fit you, and if it's wrinkling the wrong way around your bust, or if you have to pull it down all the time or have to stand in a specific way for the dress to work, you will be so aware of your body and maybe the things that you don't like about your body. And that's what a bad fit can do. It can make you feel wrong, it can make you feel that your body is somehow wrong. And it's not. It's the clothes and the thing that you put on your body that's the wrong thing. To be able to make your clothing fit better, I, 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 I think it could change the world. That's a big statement, but I really think it could. Okay, that was going back to the brand reading. He was talking about that I should be better at taking the expert role. So I think I will do that. And then she said that I should be better at, when I get a statement, I should post it, because I don't like doing that, because I feel like I'm bragging. And that could maybe be this Danish mentality. But now I think I will go for a walk, because I have something to think about. And then when I come back, I think I will maybe do some sewing. So after my walk, I decided that I didn't feel like sewing, because I had so much energy to do and execute some of the things that came out of this session I had earlier. So I actually started on doing some videos, because I want to do some more videos on YouTube. And the reason for that is that the things that I do in how to do fashion is often quite difficult to make a very short video about. So mostly most of the videos that we make is for Instagram, but we have approximately 2 minutes to show you a detail or something like that. And that's nice, because you can see a lot of videos. But if you want to dig deeper, I think we need some more longer videos, because she was talking about me being an expert and using my knowledge to teach and maybe open many other people's eyes to the most amazing craft I think sewing is. I think that is what I'm going to do for today. And this was my Friday. I started with a lot of plans and ending up doing something different. And that is so typical me. When I get an idea, I need to execute on it very fast. Have a nice day. Bye.